Okay, 8.3 is on areas of squares and rectangles. So we're basically getting started with area. And so when we find the area of something, basically what we are doing is finding the area in the number of squares that are in that area. So here I have one square right there. It's a 1 by 1 square. How many of those squares are in there? And so that's what we're basically doing. We're finding the area in terms of the number of squares. So it says rectangle A is made up of 18 squares, while rectangle B is made up of 20 squares. So rectangle B covers more area. The amount of surface covered by a figure is its area. Area is measured in square units such as square inches and square meters. Okay, so what we're doing is finding the area of square units. So it says here for a actual square, you take the side of a square and you square it to get the area. So the area of a square is the side squared. In this case, of course, area is equal to 9 squared. So that's 81, but then you have feet, and of course feet times feet is feet squared, and so that is how we get the area of a square. The area of a rectangle is very similar. Instead of taking on a square, you're taking the side length times itself because they're the same. That's why it's x squared. In a rectangle, you might have a B and an H, so you're actually still multiplying them, just like you do with x times x, but they're different, so you just take B times H. Since they're different, you don't just square one of the sides. Find the area of the rectangular pool. The pool is B times H, so the base of the pool is 24. Times 16. So we take 24 times 16 and we get, I should know this, 384. Now, we also need to make sure that we label everything. So we're taking feet times feet, so my answer is labeled as feet squared or square feet. So the area of this pool is 384 square feet. It says the rectangle has an area of 54. Find its height. So area is equal to B times H. We know the area is 54. The base is 9. The height we don't know. So we are going to start by dividing both sides by 9. H then is equal to 6, so 6, and of course this way you're taking inches squared divided by inches, which is just inches, so it's 6 inches. The height can't be an area, the height is a distance, so it's inches. Okay, you're going to try these, and I will go over these whenever you're ready. Pause your video, go ahead and try these, and then I'll go over them for you. Okay, number 1, you have a square, and one side length is 11, so the area of the square is 11 squared, or 121. The units are meters, so it would be meters squared. Again, you need to have units on all of your answers. This one, the rectangle, has an area of base times height, which is 6 times 2, which is 12, and of course it's feet squared. The last one, we have the area is equal to 5.9 times 4.5. So 5.9 times 4.5 is 26.55. So the area is 26.55. yards squared. The area of the rectangle is base times height. The area they say is 52. The height we know is 4. We don't know the base, so base times 4. So we're going to divide both sides by 4. So the base is 13. This time it's going to be just meters, not meters squared. Be sure to label it correctly. If you're talking about a side length, it's just a single measurement. If it's an area, it's the measurement squared. Divide the complex polygon into rectangles. So if you have that kind of a weird shape, if you can go ahead and split it up into rectangles, you can find the area of each rectangle. So the area of this figure is the area of B plus the area of A. So I should be labeling this not as in A, but the total area. So if I find the area of B plus find the area of A, the area of B, let's see, if this is 7 and this part is 2, this has to be 5. So the side of B is 7, we know that. This side has to be 4 because this one is 5 and this one is 9. So what's left over is 4. So that should give me the height and the base of B, 4 times 7. A looks like it's a square, so it's 5 squared. So it's 28 plus 25, which is 53. 53, since they don't have a unit, you would say 53 units squared, or square units. Okay, and they show that down here. Okay, finding the area of this. Okay, so we want to find the area of F plus the area of G plus the area of H. F looks like we know what that is. That's 4 times 3, which is 12. G, we might have to do a little figure in here. If this whole thing is 5 and this part's 2, this has to be 3. So G is 9 times 3. Oh, can't be 9. This is 2, so this has to be 7 here. So it'd be 7 times 3. And then H is 2 times 5. So this is 21 and 10. So we're going to add all those together. We get 43 centimeters squared. So adding all those up, you get 43 centimeters squared. So all you're basically doing is breaking up the piece into rectangles. Go ahead and try these. Let's see if you get the right answer. Pause the video and come back when you're ready. Okay, welcome back. Looks like that I'm going to call this 1 and 2. So the area of 1 plus the area of 2. Area of 1 is 3 times 7, or 21. Area 2, let's see, this is 3, this total is 6. So this has to be 3. This whole thing is 7, this is 4, so this has to be 3. So it's 3 times 3, which is 9. So the area is 30 inches squared. JKL. So the area of J plus the area of K plus the area of L. Area of J is 4 times 3, which is 12. K is 12 times, this is 6, this is 3. So this has to be 3. So 12 times 3, which is 36. L, this would have to be 2 times 3, which is 6. So that would be 48 plus 6 is 54 in meters squared. And that's it for section A3, just finding areas of rectangles and squares, just making sure you label your answers and show your work.